Martinsville, Virginia. It's an excellent night for some short track racing. In fact, let's tell you the exact temperature here at Martinsville Speedway. We know it's a little cooler because it is the fall time, but that is okay. It's still a good night for NASCAR Xfinity Series racing. It is the Geico 300 from Martinsville Speedway, and it is 51 degrees and clear outside tonight. So how about this? We go into, for at least for a few races, what is going to be the final short track. It's not the final short track race of the season. In fact, the final short track race of the season will actually be Martinsville, but that will be the cutoff race for the round of 8 way into next year. So we're not even going to worry about that. But after tonight at Martinsville, we head to a mile and a half at Texas Motor Speedway. And then, you got a super speedway after that, a 1 mile concrete oval. Then you got another oval, and then you go back to a short track at Richmond Raceway for All-Star Weekend. And then we won't see another short track until race number 15 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, which will be Iowa. So we got a few races before the next short track race after tonight, but it's going to be a good one. Let's talk about the NASCAR Xfinity Series. So let's get started with the number 24. Urban, 4 wins this season. He won the season opener at Daytona. He won at Vegas with a last lap pass for the lead at Phoenix. He won there, and somehow, some way, managed to pull a victory off at Richmond on Monday. It was 500 thousandths of a second. He beat his teammate Hunter McKinnon to the line for his 4th win this season. And Hunter McKinnon still looking for that first win here in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Almost got it at Richmond Raceway. I think with him showing speed, the past few races, I think he has a good shot to win here at Martinsville Speedway, but you look at Urban. He's really good here at Martinsville Speedway. He has a lot of wins here. And it's gonna be an exciting one. It really is. I mean, Urban showed speed in the Truck Series race last night. Ended up winning that race despite he kind of wrecked there towards the end. He was able to recover the truck and able to finish the race and win it in overtime, unlike what happened 2 races prior. We talked about that truck race at Bristol. He was leading on the final lap. Looked like he was going to win the race, and that would have been his 4th or his 3rd Truck Series win of the season. Instead, he spins off a turn 2, crashes. He recovers the truck, but not before his teammate Hunter McKinnon gets by. Hunter McKinnon picks up his first career Craftsman Truck Series win, locking himself into the playoffs. And then last night, then we go to Richmond. Urban's day sucks at Richmond. He doesn't have any speed. He spins out, gets involved in wrecks, finishes in top 5. So that's a bad day that turned into a better day, a good finish for him, but obviously 2 straight bad races. And then we go into the truck race last night, and he's able to get it done in overtime, holding off Angela Rutsch and Clay Greenfield. Clay Greenfield was able to steal 2nd place away from Angela Rutsch. And points for every race this weekend will be available on Monday, so we'll let you know the updated points at Texas Motor Speedway next week. So, now we got the Xfinity race here to worry about. Urban, 4 wins this season. He's really good at Martinsville. Does he have what it takes to get his 5th win this season tonight? I really think so. But keep in mind, the Xfinity Series cars are different from the trucks. And just because you're good here does not guarantee you're going to have a good day. Like he was good at Richmond in the Truck Series. He did not have a good day. He ended up finishing 5th, which is still really good. But the day overall was not good for the number 11 crew in the Truck Series. Now we go to the Xfinity side of things. He's had good races every race. There hasn't been one bad race for him, except I guess you could really count the Xfinity race. It was kind of brutal. He still somehow pulled off the win. but hasn't really had an absolute brutal race where he's ended up losing as a result of it. So he's on a good streak right now in the Xfinity Series. He's on a good, even better streak in the Cup Series. 5 wins in the Cup Series. He won the Daytona 500. He won at Sonoma. He won at Vegas. Not Phoenix. He won at Atlanta, and he won at he won at Richmond and Bristol in the NASCAR Cup Series. He's looking to win here at Martinsville tomorrow night, or someone else will, obviously. So it really depends. Looking for win number 6 in the Cup race tomorrow night, while he's looking for win number 5 in the Xfinity Series tonight. And last night, if he would have won at Bristol, that would have been his 4th truck win this season. Unfortunately, did not win at Bristol, so he only has 3 wins, but you got to enjoy it. You got to move on from Bristol. You have 3 wins. You have the best cushion in regards to the regular season championship, and we still got plenty of racing to do before the regular season finale at Michigan in the Truck Series. But you have a good cushion. It's the same with the Xfinity and Cup Series. You have a good cushion off of the other guys because you have 4 wins in the Xfinity Series. You have 5 wins in the Cup Series. Keep it up all season long, and there's no reason that come Bristol, which is the regular season finale for the Xfinity Series, that you'll win the regular season title. There's no doubt in the mind. Same with the Cup Series at Daytona, the regular season finale there. No doubt in our mind that if you keep up this streak that's going on, you'll clinch the regular season title. And in the Craftsman Truck Series, if you keep winning races or finishing in the top 5 like he's done all season so far, there's no doubt in the mind that you can clinch the regular season title at Michigan. And like we said, Urban's worst finish in the Truck Series all season long is 5th. He's finished in the top 5 every single race that he has done. Daytona, 4th place. Sonoma, 4th place. Vegas, 1st. Atlanta, 1st. Bristol, 2nd. Richmond, 5th. And now Martinsville, 1st. So he's finished in the top 5 6 times through the first 6 races of the season. And found victory lane in 3 of those. Here in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, he has found victory lane 4 times. I think he's had 1 finish outside the top 5 in the Xfinity Series season. All season long. And in the Cup Series, he hasn't finished outside the top 5 either. Even in the races he didn't win. So it's just one of those things. You keep up this consistency, and there's no doubt in our mind that you won't win the regular season title. Now it's time to get the party up and going because it's almost race time. We're about 4 minutes away from the green flag. And let me just make sure this is actually, yes it is. 4 minutes away from the green flag. It's going to be 250 laps, 300 miles tonight. Or not 300, 250 miles. So we'll have to edit the name on the video. Actually, you know what? We can call it a 300 miler. It doesn't really matter. It's a half a mile track anyway. So it will be the Geico 300. So 300 or 250 laps, 300 miles around this half a mile short track. And the Team Urbane cars. We mention this every week. There's 3 of them, just like there usually is every week. They're going to be fast. But tonight in the Xfinity Series, Carson Baker making his first start of his part-time season in the NASCAR Xfinity Series in the number 0 from Motley Motorsports, which is co-owned by Urbane and Voiles. Voiles races for Team Urbane and Urbane. Those 2 co-own the team that Baker is racing for tonight. So I would imagine that the Motley car is going to be as fast as the Team Urbane cars tonight. as one of the guys has joined. I'm going to tell those two once it hits 9:30, they got like a certain number of minutes to join. Otherwise, well, I have to call one of them. So I'm going to tell Packer. Actually, would you mind telling Packer, like, hey, like when it turns 9:30, you got like 2 minutes to join and then we're going to start? Because I want to get this rolling because we're going to do RP after. Like, normally I wouldn't mind waiting, but I'm not trying to wait all day. Tonight, at least. If my friend doesn't answer, I'm going to tell him he's got like 2 minutes once it turns 9:30. And then he's got it. And then if he doesn't join, then unfortunately, he's going to miss out. I hope he doesn't like decide to tell me like last minute that he can't join or something. Because that would really suck. Alright, it's 9:30, so... Yeah, we're gonna have to have a meeting and discuss that, like, when it's race time, unless if I, like, have to push it back, you gotta join up, because, like, I don't want to be sitting here. Like, there's no reason, why people shouldn't be here before the time. If I start the party before the time we're supposed to go green, there's no reason they shouldn't be here. Also, are you muted or something? Because I don't think I've heard you talk once.
Oh, snap. Oh, good boogly. I did not know. I've been saying I don't have a hacker's thing. I don't know how to contact him.
I just told him he needs to join up.
Okay, let's get... I forgot I muted my headset because I went on my PC for a minute.
But yeah, basically what I was saying is that we're probably going to have to start having meetings, because I want, like, unless if I start the party, like, right at the time I said the race is going to be at, I want you guys here as soon as the party starts. Unless if I tell you otherwise, because, like, if I say, we're racing at 9:30, you need to be here and ready to go. I mean, obviously some things, come up. Obviously, you might need to set up your custom setup or something. That's completely fine, as I'm gonna need to remake the session. But yeah, if I say we're racing at 9:30, and everything's ready to go, you gotta be ready to go at 9:30. Because I'm not gonna sit around and, wait. Like I said, we got RP like after this race, so we need to get rolling.
I don't know if I can yet.
Well, that's fine.
Because like I sent you pictures of, I'm working on my driving thing.
Well, that's fine. That's a valid reason. But all I'm saying is, like, we need to get rolling, because I did say RP was going to be after the race, and I'm not trying to sit here all night waiting. Honestly, if nobody joins, then me or you are just going to do the race.
Who else is supposed to join? Packer? No.
Well, Packer's full-time. He won. He has to join, technically. Otherwise, he's going to have a waiver. He's going to have to Kyle Larson it. Because he won. He's won a race. Hunter has not. Hunter already has a waiver, and I would say that it would protect him for up to one more race, and then he's going to have to either A, request a new one, or B, he just won't be eligible for the postseason, no matter if he wins this season or not, which I want him in the postseason. If you're full-time, I want you in the postseason. I want you to make races, you know? Because that's kind of why you drive for me. You know, I want to win championships, rather it be as a driver myself or as a team owner. You know, it's kind of like the situation with you and that guy, you know, how he never joins, and then I told you, well, you know what, I'm not making, he's, no matter what, he's not being eligible for the postseason, because that's kind of ridiculous. That's why I'm saying, you know, we got to have these meetings, because when I say it's race time, we got to get going. You never know what, you know, could come up, like, especially like, you know, like, let's say we started racing, but, you know, I had to go somewhere really important. You know, I want to be at least halfway through the race so I don't have to sit there and call the thing, you know? I think, okay,
Yeah.
he's calling me. Alright, we're just waiting on Kyle to join. If he doesn't join soon, I'm gonna tell him if he doesn't join soon, then, we're gonna start. If you aren't joining, I need to know. What the heck did he hang up for? I'm gonna have to tell Kyle, though, if he misses tonight, he's gonna have to get a waiver, because that would be consecutive races, like, and without a, you know, reason behind it. So, I mean, you know, it's like, it's one of those things, like, just because you win a race does not mean you can't, it doesn't mean you don't show up. If you're full time, you need to be showing up. And if this guy doesn't answer soon, then we're just gonna start, because I already said that we were only waiting 2 minutes, and it's already been 5. So.
The text now
Come on, man. You were debating if whether or not you're going to be able to make it tonight, and I waited for you. I'm going to go ahead and invite you. I can just pause it if I need to. I'm going to pause it, wait a couple minutes, and then if nobody joins, I'm just doing it. I don't care if anybody gets mad. Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, this one's fucking stupid.
That's alright. If it cuts out like that again, then just don't worry about it. Just be careful on the track. Or, like, you can call back and I'll answer it. It's not a big deal. But I'm gonna let you join, and I got the thing paused for now. If Packer doesn't respond to me within another minute, then we're starting. You know, and if he gets mad, he just gets mad, unfortunately. I mean, I don't really know what to tell him, because...
That your guy is at Hunter race?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love racing against you.
Like, it's one of those things...
It doesn't work for me because, last time I played it online earlier today, it said lost connection.
Yeah, it did that to Splashy last night. Yeah, it did that to Splashy last night in the middle of the race.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sucky.
So if it does it to me, just give me a good finish at least.
Yeah, I'll do the same. But eventually, though, I'm gonna stop doing that, because, like, it...
Yeah, obviously.
Because, like, you know, like... I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you know, if that happens, I'm never gonna just give you a win, you know, but, like, I'll give you a good position in the race, in the finish. So, like, if I was to finish 10th, you would get the position, you know, like, for an example, if I finish 10th, you would get 11th. Or if I get first, you'd get second, and so on. But I'm never gonna give somebody that just lags a win, because that's kind of... You know, I don't want somebody to be like, oh, I can just disconnect from the race, and if he don't win, you know, I get a free win, you know? Like, and chances are, if I find out you did it on purpose anyway, just for a good finish, then there's going to definitely be some consequences.
You're still out there tonight. What? Huh? Yeah, I heard you. You there?
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna tell Packer we're starting. I hope he doesn't respond like right as I say that. Got until the time runs out. Alright guys, sorry about the delay. We're gonna go ahead and get rolling, and he's got till the time runs out.
Good luck to the two of you.
Yeah, good luck to you too, man. Hopefully my car is as good as it was last night.
I know, I watched some of the live after.
Dude, I almost choked again though. I wrecked into the wall, and I thought that as soon as I did that in overtime, they were just gonna pass me, and I wasn't gonna be able to pass them again. You know. That's why I like tried to lap everybody, because if I lap everybody, then like if that crash happens, I can easily just pit, you know, and get the damage taken care of. Alright. That's it. He didn't join, so I don't know what to tell him. I sent him the text. He can't say I chose not to text him, so. Alright, so we got Team Urban driver Mason Urban on the inside. We got technically his teammate Carson Baker from Motley Motorsports on the outside due to an alliance between those two teams. It should be a good race, ladies and gentlemen. We got Hunter McKinnon behind Urban. It's going to be a great race. Will Hunter finally get that first win? He almost did last race. Or will Urban get number 5? Or will Carson Baker in his first start win like he did last season?
Oh yeah, last year was fun. Was I 5 for 6?
I think he was like 3 for 5 actually, because like there was 2 races that you didn't win. As we're green and rolling. Whoa, Hunter.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll go back just for that. Oh.
I'm gonna pit.
Sorry, Mason.
You're good. It is what it is. Can't do nothing about it now.
Huh? Oh God.
Back to green we go, so a 70 lap stage 1. Jesus. The AI are in a nutshell. As there was a car around, and finally the caution comes out.
1 second, I'm just trying to check my, getting all my stuff down.
So that's the second caution of the race. Also, I haven't been telling you guys this, and this is on me, but there is a rule that states that if you are not the leader and we're on a restart, you cannot jump the restart, essentially, and pass the leader before they cross the start-finish line. If you do, it's a 2-point penalty. So you know, kind of like what Denny did there at Richmond in real life? You can't do that. You have to let them cross first, then you can pass. You can start forward momentum, just make sure your bumper doesn't beat them to the line. Frickin' Sammy Smith, bro. Oh, might as well pit again. There goes my arrow. Alright, so car is not as good as our truck, but maybe it'll get good towards the end of the race. It's probably just because it's early.
And my car's greater than my truck was ever last night.
As we go back to green here. Okay, guys, I really would appreciate it if you would not lag. Like, just go. It's not that hard.
That's what was happening to me last night.
And, of course, caution.
They all just, like, stop when you're trying to restart.
A majority of the time, I'll start making forward momentum, and then I run out of laps to get a top 10 because of the cautions.
I don't even know how
in the
it's getting
stage.
all of them.
That time it was not me. I only caused one of them, and it was because I got turned on the track. And technically I didn't cause it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Jesus, what is going on?
I know, I'm not causing any of these.
See that car in the air?
I don't know, I'm not accusing anybody, I don't know who is, I don't know if it's the AI or not, but keep in mind I am back here and I would not like a car into me. Because I already had to just pit again. Like, I'm genuinely trying to be there at the end of this thing.
Bro, what the hell is going on?
This is why
I don't see anyone wrecking.
This is why I do not like Martinsville online on this game. This is why I hope iRacing puts the Xfinity series in the game and the truck series.
What the hell is that? Why'd the restart just like not go?
Sage Karam to the lead here at Martinsville. Bro. Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh.
No, somebody turned the freaking car right in front of me. And I had nowhere to go because I was in the middle.
These AIs are on like crack.
Pretty cool.
It'd be nice if I could get back to the front and actually compete with Splashy again like I was. For a minute.
Bro, what the hell?
The one time we're gonna have a green flag lap.
I don't even know what's going on. Me and the dude to the left of me, I don't even know who it is, the 66. Me and him get like seconds ahead of everyone off the restart, and then just caution every time.
Yep. Well, it would have been nice if 2 cautions ago I didn't have a car turned on my bumper because it looks like I didn't do nothing on pit road when I pit. Shoot, I overdrove the corner that's on me. There's no caution though. Oh, I just got drove in the wall, so there might be a caution. Oh, somebody spun.
How did I not get first? I was a second ahead of him. Come on.
Yeah, this game's stupid like that. Come on, Splash, you should know that. You can't have first, even if you're ahead of him. Alright, I don't know if it's the AI or somebody, but let's keep it clean. Let's actually run some laps, because that's all I'm literally trying to do here. Like that truck race last night, it actually went pretty low. Like, it was green most of the... Bro.
What? Oh, he backed out. He just backed out.
Yep. So it's just me and you now.
Yep. We're not even that far into this thing yet. Was he getting mad at the cautions, or was he just kept getting in red?
He got turned some time. I know that first caution, I was actually getting ready to enter the turn very good. And I just got bumpered into the wall. No reason I should have to pit on lap 1 of the race, though. I'm not even saying like he did it on purpose. I'm just saying there's no reason I should have to pit on lap 1 of a race. Like, come on. You know?
Yeah.
And there's no
That's
reason
quite
why a
crazy.
freaking car should turn right in front of me, and now I have damage and can't even catch you two. And I'm trying to hold on for third here.
I got a 4-second lead on you and a 2-second lead almost on second place.
Don't make one mistake, because you know he's going to catch you no matter how far back you
Yeah.
are, or ahead of him you are.
Loki about to catch some lap traffic. They're not too far ahead.
Oh, and yes, on the final, or on the white flag lap, just because there's a splashy rule does not mean you can jump the restart still. You have to let them cross the finish line before you pass. If you do it as the leader, or if you do it as the second place car on like the final lap, that's a DQ. But if you do it at any point during the race, it's just a 2-point penalty.
I have a 6.5-second lead on you and a 3-second lead on second.
Well, I mean, I have damage. I'm not going to be able to compete with you. Honestly, if there's another caution, which I'm sure there will be because of the AI, I'm going to get this damage taken care of.
I hope there's not. I'm catching lap traffic right now.
I don't even really care if I win this race or not because, like, I won last week race and then I won the truck race last night. And I still get a chance to win the cup race. Shoot, I got the wall. But I swear if they throw a caution for that. I just lost third place.
Almost lapped up to 20th.
Oh, I overdrove the corner. Oh, god dang. That was rough. Move, Clements. Jesus, what are you doing? Bro just turned me in the wall.
Damn, man. I had like a fucking 300-second lead. I was lapping people.
Well, at least I'll have a chance now, because I got my damage taken care of.
You see all the people lap down there?
Yeah.
I started to cook, man.
Green flag back in the air for probably the 7th time, honestly.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Josh Balicki running 11th.
Oh.
"20 laps to go, stage 1. And since we haven't got to do it yet because of all these cautions, we'll take you side by side. You won't miss a thing." Your internet does not shut off tonight, does it?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Shouldn't anyway. Looks like there's an outage, but...
Jesus, I almost wrecked Clements. Well, for the first time since lap 1, I'm back up to second.
catching some more cars now. About time.
I'm still not that fast, but hopefully I can get you on like a restart or something. I can't believe Packer didn't show up.
Saying yesterday too, how he's like, oh yeah, I'll be there tomorrow.
Maybe he had a last minute thing come up. I don't know. I think he's got a job. I think maybe he had to work. I don't know.
I got no clue. Catching a lot of traffic though.
Apparently we started the race 13 minutes ago because that's when I texted him, told him we're starting.
We're already almost in the second.
Yeah, there's no reason we should be this far already. You know?
That's kind of crazy.
Well, I mean, it's Martinsville, and yes, it's a short track, but we would not be on lap 59 already if it wasn't for that 8 million cautions to start the race.
Mm-hmm.
We'd probably be like lap 30 maybe.
Ten to go, and I'm passing about past 17th. I'm cooking.
Well, the more you lap, that's the better for me if I have to pit in a late race scenario. As long as you don't put me a lap down, but obviously if you catch me, you catch me.
I like my chances right now. Past 16th place. I'm out, honestly, if I get a little bit more of a run, I could probably pass lap people in the top 10.
Now, just remember, I don't want anybody getting mad later. Just remember, if we get to the white, for an example, not even really the white flag, overtime in general. If we go to overtime and there's a restart, and you jump the restart, that's a DQ. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Oh my God.
I actually did not do anything. That was an AI.
I know it's Jeremy Clemens. He's pitting. I bet he blew a motor.
But I just want to make sure that that's clear. So if you know that happens, don't get mad if I say Splashy, that's a DQ, or Splashy, that's a 2-point penalty, because I've already given out a warning. I gave up a couple of spots to make sure I didn't just jump it right there. Because my car, when it goes, when it wants to go, it goes. And I'm not trying to get penalized. You know? So final lap, stage 1. It's Carson Baker's stage in his first Xfinity race this season. How about his boss in second? Got back up to second after some issues. 9 points for the 24 crew. 10 for the 0 crew.
Bad.
Good stage there, guys. Good stage, good run.
my tires aren't even too bad right now.
I'd
Could
still
probably
pit
stay out.
because if you pit, the more laps you can do
I
in
know,
stage 2.
I'll go mess around with my tire pressures and wedge and stuff.
I mean, the only thing, because you lapped like most of the cars, so we're not gonna go too
Yeah,
far back.
I'm in 14th. Ain't too bad. I bet that one dude blew a motor. Can guarantee it.
Jesus, that 89 really threw me off. And I kind of overdrove that corner too. I gotta get off the curb. There's really no penalty if you accidentally drive on the curb, except you might spin out. So a 67 lap stage 2. Shoot. Oh, my bad. Please don't send me into the wall. Bro, no way you threw the caution for that.
Caution people.
Huh?
Need to get some new flag waivers or something.
Did you see how hard I hit the wall?
No.
How is that a caution?
I'm guessing not too hard.
Good restart, good restart. Oh, my car is going up the track. Yeah, I'm gonna need to pit, but I'm gonna need a caution before I do it. Oh, well, I guess there's one right there.
I thought you just bit.
No, dude, my car's destroyed from that hit.
I thought you barely hit the wall.
I did. It wasn't even a bad hit, but it still destroyed my car. I had to pit to get that damage taken care of because it was just shooting me up the track. I couldn't do nothing. I like how everybody has the same idea to go low and like just completely cuts you off when you try to run the low side. Sometimes if I'm stuck on the high side and there's a car to my inside, I'll do a controlled overdrive into the corner. Just to get clear of them.
So on the restart, I just took the high lane. I didn't take any damage from it. Yeah, it worked.
Well, I'm not good on the high lane with my car for some reason. Do you
There's
have a
no
setup
grip
on?
up there. Nope. I didn't even get any practice laps in. Never ran good at Martinsville before in my life. You got one on?
Yeah, I got my same setup as the truck.
I'm just fourth gear repping it around.
Yeah, because I don't think there's a fifth gear in this game, is there?
Not on, only the next gen cars have fifth.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, we're not going to get a fifth gear in Xfinity and trucks and iRacing if it's exclusive to the next gen, unless if we're racing as the
Yeah.
Cup Series. Come on, every time I pass this guy, for some reason, he gets back around me.
Your 5M's coming to console too.
Yeah, it's going to
You see?
crash console. Oh my, that's exactly what happens. I pass him and that slides me up the track so he can pass me again.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If there's PCs that can't handle it, there's no way PS5's gonna handle it.
Bro, when is this gonna stop, man? I've passed this guy like 3 times, and it's the same thing every time, Splashy. Up the track I go in the turn.
Thanks, Mr. Martin.
You know what? I'm gonna move him out the way. There we go.
I caught lap traffic. Let me put good old number 10 50 laps down real quick. Jeez Louise, number 36 guy. He just went on his brakes for the whole corner. Didn't let off.
And also, just because I said don't worry about accidentally driving on the curbs here, that does not mean, like, if it's a late race scenario, go up there for the win. I just spun myself on one. I got going again, but I fell back to 5th. Bro, you throw the...
Oh my
Why
God.
would you throw the caution at that point, man? Why would you throw the caution at that point?
No,
I literally
they wait
got
till it gets sorted out.
going in. I got going again, and they threw the caution.
Throw it when you're wrecked? Nah. Throw it after you're fucking going again.
Something like that. Jesus.
Oh my God, number 13 just skadoodled me.
Okay, I completely overdrove that, but I didn't really hit the brakes when I should have.
Chastain it. Is this where Chastain did the Chastain?
Yeah.
The Hail Melon, that's what I thought.
You can't
but I
really
couldn't
do that
remember.
anywhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe Bristol, that's about it. You could probably do it at a short track, but not
Yeah.
a speedway or super speedway. You go in the wall there, it's done.
There's only a couple short tracks you could do it on too.
Bristol, I could see it being done at.
Las Vegas isn't full throttle on here for trucks, right?
What do you mean?
Like you can't just hold throttle whole time.
No, and you gotta be careful too, because like I spun out going into the corners in lap 1 and a few laps. I still ended up winning the race, but you gotta be careful because like, well, you don't really use a setup,
Yeah.
so you probably don't have to worry about it. But like, if
I
you
do at
use
some tracks, but
if you use a setup there, you gotta be careful because the setup for that track makes you really loose. It makes you looser. So
hey, you know what they say, loose is fast.
yeah, and it's fast. But what I'm saying is like, it makes you looser at that track. So you gotta be careful coming out of the turns because that's how I spun out a couple times, and that's the same thing at Bristol. That's how I ended up losing that race. I spun out coming off of 2 because my truck was looser, than it was at Richmond and than it was here.
I'm just asking because I went on iRacing and did a lap in the trucks at Vegas, and you just full throttle it without much, like, resistance.
Well,
If that's
on
like,
iRacing, they're probably doing it a different way.
well, I mean, iRacing scans like each track, so I
Yeah.
mean, I'm taking their word for it more than NASCAR keeps.
What the heck? My car's wheel come up off the ground and just put me in the wall like 3 different times.
Oh,
I
boy.
might as well just pit and get that damage taken care of because it's just gonna slow me down and put me in the wall even more.
Wait, nothing but a broke bean.
If I can get a top 5 finish out of today, I'll be happy with that, honestly.
I'll be disappointed if I don't win. I've been dominating this whole race.
Well, you know what happened to me at Bristol a couple races ago in the truck series, so
I know, but I'm
I mean,
saying, like,
anything is possible.
after about a half a lap, I jump onto
Okay,
like a 2-second lead.
okay. I'm glad the caution came out because I just got put on pit road because I turned the 61 by accident because he was driving like an idiot. You're lucky you got spun out, Sage, otherwise I would have wrecked you going into the corner. And here at this track, it would be a points deduction, not a suspension, because like you're going slower than at most tracks. Got to get off this curb. Now, last night, I tell you, if I would have lost as a result of that wreck, I really wouldn't have been mad because it was myself that did it. Because I did not come off of the corner the right way. But, like, going into overtime like that, you know, like, doing that with damage, that was crazy. Because I couldn't pit. If I pit, I probably don't win the race.
That's how I felt when I won the truck race. Like, when it was that Sunday or whatever it was. Like,
Yeah, it was Sunday.
I was getting... Because remember, I pit with like 7 laps left. I'm like, I said, I hope this doesn't come and bite me in the ass.
Well, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
I'm gonna be the Campbell of the racing.
I tell you what, it can here, though, if you pit late, because, like, you might have a fast car, but if you get stuck at the back, you know what happens at the back. They're just going to brake check you. And if they damage the front of your car here, you're toast.
That's where I just go high lane. Don't get into any wrecks and get like top 10.
Well, yeah, but see, this is the thing. You got to be good on the high lane, too, to do that. You know, you can't just go to the high lane and lose 20 spots if you're not good. Like, you got to do what you got to do. And unfortunately, if damage happens, it happens. What do you think sounds more fair, a 2-point deduction or add to the time at the end of the race if somebody jumps or restart? Oh my gosh, I just spun myself again.
I don't know.
Honestly, I feel like the
Probably
2 point. Yeah, because that's the easiest to do. Yeah.
Not yet.
Dude, I can't believe I won last race in a photo finish. That was crazy. If the finish line would have been where it's at Daytona, I would have lost easily. Okay, I know he jumped the freaking start. Alright, I'm gonna freaking wreck you, Sage. I'm gonna freaking wreck you, bro, if you do that crap one more time.
We're almost already in the 3rd stage.
Yeah, but at least this stage pretty much went green except for a few times.
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. I was at, oh shoot, I got on the curb. I almost spun. I do not want to eat my own words. How does it feel to be stuck on the high side, dipwad? No. I'm getting second, bro. You is not. Dude, if I get a sweep of the race with P2, honestly, coming off a win, that's gotta be a dub in your book, you know? You know what I mean? Like, well, at least in my book. That's gotta be a dub.
Know where
I
I'm
mean,
at in points and trucks yet?
yeah, you're second right now because you're the most recent winner.
Yeah.
Or, well, you're not the most recent winner, but you know what I mean.
Wow, everyone's pitting. I don't feel like I need to, though.
Don't. Me and you will pit at the end of the stage.
Yeah.
It's pointless pitting unless if you have damage, which I know you don't, you know? Right now.
I've been clean all day.
Well, I wish I could say that, but spinning myself on the curb,
Is there
getting
any,
in the wall,
is there any
getting sent...
damage on my car? Like, from your screen?
Not that I see, but getting sent in the wall, literally on the first lap. Whoa, my bad. I did not mean to hit your car that hard.
It's fine. I don't got too much damage.
My bad. I did not mean to run you up the
Nah,
track
that's what I
here.
did. No, I slammed on my brakes. I did a little switcheroony right there on you.
Ooh, that was close. I almost ended up getting in the back of your car again like I did before.
No, that's why I tried to move down. I'm like,
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I was going to tell you to go low. I was going to tell you go low, bro. Otherwise, I was about to wreck you by mistake. And I do not want to be responsible for doing that, you know?
make sure you weren't gonna slide up the track there.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Did you see that? This is a battle, I ain't gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
So far, I'm doing a decent job blocking you. Imagine we get a sweep of the stages, though. You win one, I win one.
Oh my god! That AI almost just took two of us out.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna let him do that.
And the AI just took me, like, basically took me out. It just killed my whole run and everything.
I hope I win this stage. A stage, or stage points, a stage win, and a good finish. That's a W day.
Holy crap, I should have hit.
Shoot, I'm gonna have to try to cross you over again. Oh no, I got a good run there. I'm going low. That's a warning, I always go low in the corner. You can expect that every time.
And the AI won't get off my feather, so I can't get a run. I just can't run with tires.
I really want to win this stage, I'm not gonna lie. A stage win, points, and a good finish. I mean, come on, what's a better day than that? I'm gonna fight you hard. The better person gonna win this stage. Shoot.
Oh wait, ooh, that was close. This is gonna be a good one.
Oh, my bad.
What's running? Oh.
I was trying to, like, I was not trying to wreck you there. That's my fault. You good, bro?
Well, third.
Sorry
Oh.
about that, man. I wasn't trying to wreck you.
Stage 2. Well,
I was
now
trying to
we
like
go,
tap your car so like I could fight back on the outside. That's my bad, man.
now I know I can't run with these shitty ass tires.
Well, I got what I wanted. I guess. I mean, just not the way I really wanted it. Because, like, I mean, obviously I want to have a clean, stage win. I don't want to be the cause of somebody getting wrecked.
See, like I'm just gonna wait for these dudes so I don't get thrown up and damaged.
That's why you just do what I did there. You see what I just did?
I figured I'd get damage from it, so.
Well, as long as you get into the side of the car, it doesn't really damage your car. As we're in the final stage and underway, 107 to go. The better man's gonna win this race, Splashy. One of us is gonna win. Because, like, now with that stage, me being able to actually compete with you, you know what I'm saying? And, like, well, at least being able to compete with you, and be able to block you like I was before the end of that.
If I get into open air, it's probably over, but with me being stuck behind, it just slows me down.
Yeah. But, like, see, us competing like this is good racing. You have to admit, no matter who wins, if we compete like this to the end, that's a good race. I mean,
for NASCAR heat, yeah.
I mean, like I said, I didn't mean to full on wreck you there on that final stage. I would hope that doesn't happen again. But a battle like that, I would die to have a battle like that again. That was crazy. These fans were on their edge of their seat. They were not getting the Martinsville hot dog during the end of that.
Oh, yeah. That was good fun, man. Yeah. Like I said, just once I get into a lot of clean air, I just cook.
Like I said, minus the fact I spinning you out there at the end of that, I pretty much, when I bumped you up the track, that was pretty much just a clean move. Like, I didn't full on, ram you up the track. Or, full on... I mean, I technically did accidentally, run you up one time, but, it didn't really affect the outcome of the stage. Because, you were still fast and we still had plenty to go. No way Sage Karam is leading this thing. Splashy, if I can get past these two and catch up to you again, we're going to have a battle with Sage Karam. We're going to win this thing how Logano won it against Truex. In the year Truex said Logano wasn't going to win the championship, he was going to win it, and then Logano ended up winning the championship, which was 2018. See, the thing is, I feel like I'm better with older tires because, these fresher tires for me just don't make me that fast. But as my tires got older in that stage, I found that, it was easier to run laps. I actually was a little faster. So I think, honestly, it's the same effect as real life. Once you lay down the rubber and your tires get used to the surface, they're better. I mean, you said, obviously, your tires aren't good worn down like that, but...
That's just because they were at, 60%.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's the difference here, the moral of what I'm trying to say is there's a difference between me and you. My car runs better on the older tires, yours really doesn't, so... Yeah. It's good. If we get... Oh my gosh, I just spun myself out as I said that.
As soon as I got up to lead cars, too. Or lapped.
I'm in a pit, because get that little bit of damage taken care of. But anyways, what I was saying, is, that's when I'm, the fastest, though. When my tires get older.
Mm-hmm. That's
when I run the best. So, honestly, like I said, I don't really care if I win the race or not, because, I won last race, you're not going to win every race. In fact, you shouldn't expect to win every race. You know, you shouldn't expect to win every week. I mean, if it happens, it happens. I did it in the truck series this season. I went back to back, winning Vegas and Atlanta. It can happen. I'm not saying it can't, but I'm just saying, like, you know, like, I'll be happy with a freaking second place finish. Or I would be happy, you know, battling it out with you like we did there for that stage at the end, you know, and just a better car coming out on top.
Now if we would fight, I should be able to just easily pull.
Well, I mean,
If your car runs better on old tires, are you just not getting tires? Or are you just still getting them?
Well, it depends on how bad they are. Like, if I'm not, like, right now, if I'm, oh, shoot. If I'm running how I accidentally turned the 93 because I got loose, but if I'm running how I'm running now on them, then I'm pitting and getting fresh tires. But if I'm running how, like, I ran at the end of that stage, why get tires? If I'm running good on the old tires. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like one of those strategies. Or it's a strategy that I'm doing. If I run better on the older tires, why would I change them and decrease my chances at, you know, winning? You know, especially because if you choose to stay out, and, like, let's say you have older tires, you know, and your car's slower, and I know that I have the advantage, at least from what Stage 2 told me, on older tires, I'm not going to jeopardize, you know, a chance at, you know, maybe potentially winning this race or having a nice battle with you at the end there. Because if I put new tires on, I'm just gonna run like how I was running recently before those few cautions there. I already know I'm gonna end up winning the Cup race tomorrow. But we have had different winners, though, already. Elliott won at Phoenix, Austin Dillon won at Atlanta, and Ty Gibbs won at Coda. Which reminds us, tomorrow night, right here on Fox Tube TV, it's the Cookout 400 for the NASCAR Cup Series. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Fox Tube TV. Splash, are you going to commentate on that race with me?
Probably.
Also remember, since you're doing a start tonight, you cannot do Texas next week, so just remember that. We have to schedule out your other races, but, you know.
I'm going back and forth right now, deciding if I want to go full-time Xfinity or not, so this is just my couple races feeling it out.
Honestly, man, you know, there's, like, people like Matt Kraft and Ben Rhodes, you know, it's like, they've raced in the truck series their whole career. You know, they haven't really left the truck series. So honestly, like, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's your decision. These are just suggestions here, but, like, you know, like, if your heart tells you, hey, you know, you race full-time in the truck series and just do Xfinity for fun, part-time, you know, maybe chase some trophies, then do that, you know. Or if it tells you, hey, instead of running trucks full-time, why don't you do them part-time and then run Xfinity full-time, or even run both full-time, you know. Like, I run all three series full-time. Like, you know, it's not like real life, you know, because I believe that you can only run one series full-time in real life. That's the first time I've ever heard that. Top is moving, bottom is moving, all three lanes have help. That is the first time I've ever heard that at this track. But anyways, like, I have Jeff Gordon, I believe.
Me too.
Who doesn't want to be spotted by Jeff Gordon, honestly?
I know there's a mod on iRacing you can get where you can have, like, anybody be your spotter. You could have, like, Trump be your spotter.
You should not have told me that, Splashy. You should not have told me that.
I've seen people with a Trump one.
And
It's funny.
normally I don't talk about that kind of stuff on these lives, but that'd be funny. Could you imagine that? Yeah, man. Well, that's not how he sounds, but that's my best impression I can do. Yeah,
One
man.
wide.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, 5 wide. You got a pit on this lap.
It's cool. I mean, there's just like anybody you can think of. They just put their voice. It's cool.
Just don't do the current president. He might tell you to wreck the other car.
I'm
Hey,
the
man,
president, I can do what I want to.
This is a demolition derby. You should totally turn that car. Why is he mad at us?
Well, the president said so. I mean, it's cool though. I mean, I've seen some really creative ones.
Honestly, I'd like to have Jimmy Johnson as my spotter.
There's been a good couple. I've seen a lot of the Jimmy Johnson.
Splashy, you know what you should do? You should start being my spotter for a cup. And because Hunter is my crew chief, you should start being my spotter.
Yeah, we'll see. Good. See how it all unfolds.
It'd be nice to have a crew chief and spotter. I want to actually have the league like that someday, where like everybody has their crew chief and spotter, and like we're all in different parties, you know. And then like if one of the spotters or crew chiefs wants to talk to another crews, they can just join that party, you know. Like, cause I want to have it like pretty much like real NASCAR someday, you know. Like I want to, you know, like we wouldn't be in the same party. You know, you would be in with your crew chief and spotter, I'd be in with my crew chief and spotter, you know, Packer fan would be in with his, and so forth. And then, like, find somebody to actually broadcast the races. And, like, just do, like, an in-car cam on my channel. That'd be kind of cool. And don't forget to do the burnout and send it to me at the end. If you win. If I win, I'm going to be doing the burnout, but still. I don't know. If I don't get any more damage, I'm actually running good with this little bit I have, so. Honestly, I might just, like, you know, stay out. Like, unless if, you know, like, I start running like doo-doo. Honestly, why doesn't Xfinity just do 300 laps at Martinsville? I feel like the Truck Series should do 250, Xfinity 300, and then the Cup Series 400, you know? I kind of like, I mean, I know it kind of, like, takes away the history of the track by cutting it down to 400 laps, but I kind of like the 400 lap race at Martinsville.
I'm on the 100% place right now.
If the caution comes out, I'm probably just not going to take tires, and I probably will just fix the damage. Because why not, you know?
If we keep going like this, we might have the first green flag stop of the year.
That's not going to... Oop, I almost turned the 44. You already know that's not going to happen, Splashy. The AI are going to do something.
Yeah, you never know.
I mean, you're right. You know, you can't count it out, but at the same time, I wouldn't count on it going green.
I've caught up to 7th place.
Whoops, I just drove on the curb again.
Low-key gaining on you. That would be so good for a picture. Everyone's just a lap down in an online race. Be a fire flick.
Whoops, hit the wall. Bro, again, are you kidding me right now? I
Look at all the
literally,
people that are lapped.
I literally tapped the wall again, Splashy. It's the same thing. Again, I tapped the wall, and they throw the
I
caution.
mean, I might as well pit if I'm only gonna go down to 6th place.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you might as well. I'm not because, well, I mean, I did for damage, but I didn't take tires or fuel because I don't need it.
Yeah.
Well, I did not mean to get in that to you that hard. My bad. I should have hit the brakes a little sooner.
Go. Trying to send it deep.
See, battles like that, though, like where you get there, but then I end up, throwing a block. That's the battles I'm talking about. At least I got a stage win and got to lead some laps, though, even if I don't win. Like, it's kind of a win-win, you know?
That's why you keep getting me. You slow me down so Actually, I'm just gonna push you up the damn way. Well, that was harder than I wanted to, but yeah.
Well, happens. Well, I mean, it happened twice when I was trying to tap your bumper. I ended up getting in there a little too hard.
Yeah. You were holding me up for about 5 laps, so...
See, that's what I'm saying, is like, if I can get to your car and we have battles like that, that's something that people would want to watch. Like, not, not a 250 lap race where it's just cautions.
Besides that first stage, though, it's been pretty good.
Yeah. I wish Hunter would have stayed because it would have added to the competition, and the more competition we have, the better. Because, like, who's to say that he wouldn't have got up there, and been good? Like,
Just because he's got spun a couple times in the first stage.
Like, you can't give in to the short track tempers.
I know, and it was only the first stage.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of races they do. You know, it's harder to go into the corners when you're on that far chase cam. It's a lot harder to drive on that.
Yeah, that's why I don't use it.
Which one are you using?
I use the normal chase.
I when you use the hood one, it makes cornering a lot easier.
But see, like, back to what I was talking about earlier, if I was going to get wrecked in a race, I would rather get wrecked, battling for the win than get wrecked by just getting dumped, Like, for an example, like, if me and you were battling it out, and I'm coming to the checkered flag here at Martinsville, and one of us got spun out, I would rather that happen, than, like, me driving there too hard, and spin you out, or, have something like what happened in Stage 2 happen again. Like, Because if we're just beating and banging doors coming off the corner and somebody gets spun, that's just racing for the win, you know? Like, unless if, like, somebody obviously, you know, pulls an Austin Dillon and, like, full on just wrecks you intentionally. Honestly, if I was going to tap someone's quarter panel coming off a corner for the win, I'd much rather just get them really loose to where I have enough speed to have a chance. Like, I wouldn't want them to actually get spun, but, like, you know, it's that scenario. Like, I'd rather get wrecked. Definitely Yoda, but, anyways, back to what I was saying. If I'm gonna get wrecked in a race, I'd rather get wrecked racing for the win, unless if it was intentionally, you know? Because, like, if me and you were just battling hard, like I said, and you got into my quarter panel too hard and spun me out, that's a little different. Now, if you intentionally drive into the corner deep and slam me into the wall for the win, then, yeah, you're definitely getting a DQ for that, because that's intentionally, you know, wrecking somebody. That's what I always try to tell everybody, like every one of the people who races in my league, you know, don't get mad if there's a little contact, because there's going to always be contact no matter where you race. You know, like at Martinsville, like me and you there, you know, both those times we were battling, there was contact because we were battling each other. But, you know, like, you can't get mad if someone taps your car at a short track, a road course, or even a speedway, because that's just racing for you.
Alright, I just lapped 6th place. I can almost lap everyone in the top 5.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably gonna have to fight you if you catch up to me.
Well, it won't really matter unless you go 2 laps down, because if precaution comes out.
Yeah, but then it's also, like, I'd rather battle you to stay on the lead lap than go a lap down and the caution not come out, you know what I mean?
I just don't want to call. I want to at least try to lap like 3rd or 4th place. I see 5th place right now. I just want to be able to get to him and then I'll be happy.
Like, I mean, like...
5th and 4th.
Oh, Kyle finally texted me back.
Man, Mason, it's just, look at this, just 3 people left. I lapped up to 4th place, I'm happy.
Well, that's better for me and you.
That's what I'm saying, it's good.
Like, cause, like, if we have to pit, you know, at least we're not losing...
Exactly.
20 spots, you know, because there's like 20-something cars.
That means it's gonna be a good race. So we're
Yeah.
both gonna be close to each other the rest of the time now.
Especially if a caution comes out now, we'll be 1-2. Which, if it does, I'm not getting tires. I'm still not getting tires because my best shot is on these old tires. Obviously, if they start to wear down more, you know, and the caution comes out, I'm gonna have to take them. But if this is giving me my best shot right now to win this race, if a caution comes out, or if I can find some speed and catch you and pass you, then I'm not gonna jeopardize it. Sage Karam, I still owe you payback from earlier, but I'm not even gonna do it. Because I'm not getting deducted. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, I might need some tires. I slid into that corner. I might have to take them if the caution comes out. Oh, and I just spun myself. What do you think? Should I? Yeah, I should probably get tires. I already lost a spot, and I'll be third, so I'll have a better shot to get the lead. All right, here we go. Oh, bro.
I like third. I like where I am.
Thanks, Sage. I mean, I kind of... Well, actually... You know what? I might as well get the damage fixed. There's not too many cars on the lead lap.
Let's hope there's no more cautions. Don't come zooming through this thing. I don't want all just to get it hit into each other's bumpers and messes all us up. We got a pretty good first corner, I will say. Oh, here we go.
No, here we don't, because I don't have enough speed to catch you. I have to count... Well, hang on. I mean, I'm making up some time in the corners. That was a little deep in the corner. I had to let off the gas a couple times to avoid spinning myself out again.
Tires, right?
Huh?
You said you got tires?
I got tires, but I drove on the curb.
There'll be more yellows.
Whoop. And there's probably going to be one right there, because I just hit the wall again. Yep. Okay. I hate that fourth corner, because I swear, no matter how good... It seems like no matter how good I do in the corner, I always hit the wall coming off at 4.
I don't know. That was pretty good. Didn't slam me that time, so not too bad. Oh, I just choked.
We both did there.
Car. What the hell's going on with my feet? There we go. I tapped the curb. Alright.
Gotta give the curb a love tap.
My poor ribs. '15th to go, presented by someone.
Nobody. That's only in the Craftsman Truck Series.
Well, presented by On Patrol Live.
Well, I was gonna turn that on and I completely forgot. Shoot, I was not paying attention. And I just hit the wall. Might as well just pit. Get it taken care of. Never look away from your screen for 2 seconds, folks. No matter how bad the itch itches.
Truth be told, it's worse than texting drive. Oh, someone just started drifting back there.
That's for what you did back there, 13. And no, I didn't turn them. I just put them in the wall.
I saw.
But we should stay green. You know what? While there's still plenty of laps to go, as long as he doesn't hit the wall, I should get my revenge on Sage Carroll while I have the chance. I'm gonna get it. Ha 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 ha! Oh, I'm sorry, Brandon. Nice. Sorry, Splashy, but I had to.
I just realized everyone up to 8th is 2 laps down.
Alright, we're good now. We're good. The beef has been settled on track.
This is gonna be a shit show.
I mean, let's be honest, it already was. Ooh, 5 to go. I drove it in there a little deep to try to take some time off. That was too deep.
That'll probably be a caution.
Yeah, that's gonna be a caution. That one was on me. That one was on me. I can't lie. That was on me.
Overtime. Yay. Just great.
I'm only taking damage repair.
Overtime. That's exactly what I want.
Ooh, 7th. Alright, I'm gonna try to get up to 2nd. That's about it. That's probably about the best I'm gonna be able to do. Splashy, this is gonna be your win. I'm gonna take 2nd. Unless if I get a chance, which I don't. 1 lap to go, presented by Urban Woodworking. Carson Baker, first Xfinity race this season, first win. He's got it out the way. How about his boss bringing it home 2nd? Honestly, that was a good race, minus all the cautions. I'll take a 2nd place finish.
interviews this time around, or nah?
Yeah, we'll do interviews.
Alright.
So Carson, you get the text. You go. Well, first Let's flash back to last season. You get a text
Yeah.
from your former boss at Team Urbane. Hey, would you like me to be your boss again, but for my co-owned team, right? Two bosses. To race for Motley Motorsports. You go out, win about 3 races last season, and then this season you get a call to return for some race. We didn't know which one was going to be your first. This ended up being your first. You end up getting the win for the team. And fun fact, before we tell you that, did you know that you have all the wins for the team that you raced
Really?
for? All the wins from the team came from you, except. Okay, well, I did mess up. Except for one. All of them except for one, because the guy the Joe Brown guy ended up winning at Sonoma, if you remember. But
Yeah.
all the wins except for one belong to you.
Good.
How does it feel? How's your respect for Urbain for giving you this opportunity to come out here and put this car in victory lane for his team tonight?
Obviously, it's a good feeling. After last season, I think I had 4 or 5 starts, and really, I know one race was a DNF because I got like sick before the race. So there was pretty much the only one race that I actually was in that I didn't win, and hopefully we can have another season like that. It's starting off good. Shout out to the sponsors. I mean, great way to
And
start.
and what do you think about how your boss raced you there? Like
That's good.
when you guys were battling for the stage shoe, we did listen to his radio. He did admit fault, for getting you turned there towards the end of stage 2. But other than that, what did you think?
It was good. I mean, it's always fun having some good
Ouch.
battles.
I just hit my knee on my freaking dresser. But we're gonna ignore that and continue this interview. Um,
But yeah, like I say, it's always good having some good battles. They don't come up, I feel like they don't come by too often nowadays, so it's good when they happen.
yeah, and how about this? It's a win-win here, right? You get a win tonight. You get to take home the trophy, the grandfather clock here at Martinsville. Your boss gets to go to victory lane as a team winner, coming off a win last week at Richmond. You get him and his co-owner another win for their team. And your boss got a stage win, and a
Of
second
course.
place finish out of tonight. So honestly, it's a win-win here, right?
Mhm. It's always good. I mean, come on, you see the standings. I mean, good fighting, good standing points for everyone.
Yeah.
Just been a good race.
And right now, your boss leading that regular season. Well, he's leading the regular season in all 3 series. You're full time in the truck series, so obviously things can change. You could have something to say about that later in the season. But for the Xfinity and Cup side of things, what do you think about like how the standings are? Like do you think your boss could win? The regular season title. It's a little early yet, but do you think he could maybe lock up that regular season title, win some more races? Or do you think that he might have some competition there?
I mean, I don't know too much about the Xfinity. I haven't been paying too much attention to it. But I know for trucks, I'm gonna be fighting him for it. What am I, second? He's first?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he
be
does.
fighting for him.
He does, as of right now, does have 3 wins and the most points, but that can change over the course of the season.
I'll be fighting.
And honestly, it really depends for all 3 series. It's one of those things. Like we say right now. Like for an example, saying right now that you'll fight him for it, you might end up coming up just short.
And
He
that's, I'm
he
good with
he
that.
he might end up coming up just short. It's how those
Yeah.
things work over the course of the season.
Mhm.
Um,
I'm gonna be, excited for when the season ends. See how it all gets out.
but anyways, man, thanks for your time. Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
Now it's my turn.
Well, how are you feeling that, you got second place, you got a stage win, you get a team car in victory lane?
Honestly, man, I'm feeling great. I do want to apologize to him about that. Stage 2. I wasn't like trying to full on dump him there. I said it over the radio, but it was just hard battling. Unfortunately, I got into his quarter panel too much, and it sent him around there. Definitely not trying to do that. I'm not here to make enemies, Regan. I'm here to I'm here to well, I'm not even really here to make friends, but I'm definitely not here to make enemies either, right? I mean, I want to have a clean season. There's been a couple times where we got contact. We felt like it was a little too much, and apologized about it. Like we kind of got into the back of his car really aggressive a couple of times. We ended up sending it to overtime because we drove into the turns 3 and 4 way too deep. We were kind of trying to drive it in there deep to try to catch up to him, to maybe have a chance to put the bumper to him, maybe go for the win. But you know what, Regan, you can't complain about second in stage 1, first in stage 2, and second in the race. I mean, that's a great day. We won last week. We got 4 wins this season. There's an opportunity to go out and win Texas. So, I mean, we got plenty of time to get more wins, and even if we don't, we're in the playoffs. So it doesn't really matter to us. It's great that we got the team car in victory lane. We're gonna celebrate this win just like we would celebrate, one of our own. So.
Yeah, it's always fun. Go out there, or
Yeah.
is that the first trophy? Is this how many Martinsville trophies you guys got now?
Oh man, I've lost count. To be honest with you, I'll have to look at our social media page. It felt good to get our first truck won, and as a team earlier this season at Sonoma, and this feels good, just like our first truck and our first Xfinity win as a team. So, yeah, can't wait to go to Victory Lane, celebrate. I took home a grandfather clock tonight. He takes one home not tonight. I took home a grandfather clock last night. He takes one home tonight. We got a shot to go out there tomorrow night and take another grandfather clock. So really, there's nothing to complain about here, right? A top 5 finish. It continues. Potentially, I think I did have one finish outside the top 5. I'm not sure, but as of right now, it continues our top 5 streak in the Xfinity Series, right? I mean, even in the Truck Series, I know for a fact in the Truck Series we haven't finished outside the top 5 all season. So, and same with the Cup Series. So if we keep that up, I don't doubt that we could be there for the regular season title in the end, and which is going to be better because that means we get those bonus points, and we potentially don't have to, worry about elimination if things go wrong in the first race of the playoffs. But plenty of time to get that stuff together. Shout out to all the sponsors, UniFirst, Napa, Ally, Kelly Blue Book. They're all awesome. They all make this happen. And shout out to Dryden, and Carson, for coming out here and getting our car in victory lane. Especially shout out to Dryden for coming on board, helping our team make this possible because, he wouldn't be here tonight without them. I wouldn't be here tonight without my sponsors. We wouldn't even be a team here. So, yeah, man, we're going to take this UniFirst 24 to Texas next week, and, we're going to try again for another trophy, but you know what? You can't complain about a second place finish, so. Did you die?
Thank you, sir. Announcer has died in the middle of an interview. No.
All right, guys, that's it from Martinsville for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Carson Baker, first start, does it just like he did it last season. Gets the checkered flag. Everybody brings it home second. We'll see you in Texas next week for the Andes Frozen Custard 300. That will be Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Fox Tube TV. Until then, so long, everybody, from Martinsville.
Yeah.
Hey,